Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today I want to present you a very interesting car. Today it's about working, it's about utility vehicle, it's about all-arounder, it's about a very reliable car. I have with me the brand new Isuzu D-Max. This is a double cab pickup and I just want to review it in this video. Also next days on the channel will come a test drive and all kind of information about the car, so if you want to see that, stay close. But in this video it's all about reviewing. I will show you the interior, exterior, I will give you some technical data, and in the end we will make the conclusion as always. Because I reviewed last month, if I remember well, Ford Ranger, we can kind of compare it a little bit, but keep in mind this is much more affordable than Ford Ranger, and this make me think that you have an amazing car for a very good price, and you will see in a second. By the way, if you are in Romania or around Romania or in Europe, you can come at Meet Motors. I will leave the link in the description so you can check them out. If you want to buy the car, see the car, test drive the car, check them out. The link will be in the description. Also, I want to give you some information about the car. In some countries it comes with 6-year warranty, but here in Europe at Meet Motors it comes with 5 years warranty. And what it's really interesting is that you can have a pickup truck from up to 31,880 euro is the starting price. This is a fabulous price for what this car it is and what this car offer. But keep in mind that at this price you can have only the single cab. The double cab starting price it's at 34,581, but because we have the executive version is the most expensive, but also the most equipped version, and I will explain you as we go in the video. The starting price for this version is 42,983 euro, and it's a pretty good price for what this car it is and what this car offer. Before we go forward, I want to give you also some information, technical data, and then we will start the review, exterior, interior, as always. So this car come with a diesel engine, 1.9 liter. At least in Europe you can get only this version with 1.9 liter diesel engine, because the 3 liter diesel engine is not available in Europe because of those emission and stuff like that, so as you probably know. But if you want to buy it in Europe, you can get this 1.9 liter diesel version with 4 cylinders in line. It's an all-wheel drive version, but keep in mind that the car will permanently drive the rear wheel, and also optional you can engage the 4-wheel drive and also the 4-low. I will show you a little bit later in the video. I will explain you all those stuff. Also it's connected with a 6-speed automatic transmission, but you can get it also with a 6-speed manual transmission. Very important, the power of the car, 163 horsepower, 360 newton meters. The top speed of the car, 180 km per hour. The CO2 emission, 241 grams, and the consumption it's around 7.4 liters. Also very important, the length of the vehicle. The long it's 5 meter 26.5 centimeters, wide it's 1 meter 87 centimeters, and very important, the curb weight of the vehicle is 2,105 kilograms. The weight of the vehicle is 2,105 kilograms. The fuel tank capacity 76 liters. This version that we have right here, you can pull a trailer of up to 3,000 kilograms. This is just incredible how powerful this car it is. Also the turning circle 13 meters, and also about that we will talk in the test drive video because I find it super interesting. The steering wheel, it's crazy assisted, and for how big is the car, you can turn it in very small spaces, and I will show you a little bit later here. I tested before. Also the front suspension come with double wishbone, and the rear suspension leaf spring. Ventilated brake discs on the front and drum brakes on the rear, and we will talk about that also a little bit later. And actually those are almost all the information. Another thing that I wanna specify and I want to clarify with you is the fact that in the back of the car, in the pickup place, where is the actually the trunk, you can carry up to 1,000 kilograms. It's just incredible. And I know that they managed to somehow set up the suspension special for that. So this car, it's made for carrying stuff. So this is just crazy. It's really good, and also it's very reliable and very good in time in terms of engine. As you probably know, Isuzu, it's a company that most of the time they make buses, they make trucks, they make big cars, diesel, and they are on the market for years. They have a lot of experience, and it's a well trusty car. And from what I heard, they actually sell this platform and this engine also to Mazda to build their car. So it's just incredible. I mean, they are really good. Also very important, the approach angle from the front, it's 13.5 for those of you that are interested in that, and the approach angle on the rear, I don't remember exactly how they call it, it's 24.2, so it's pretty good. And also we have the ground clearance 24 centimeters. So those information are very useful. So if you still have question, ask me down below, maybe I forget something, but in general this car, it's really good. It comes also with 8 airbags, so in terms of safety it has 5 stars rating at Euro NCAP, so it's really a safe car. It comes with a lot of safety features that I will show you: adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, lane assist. It has also a camera up here that can read the traffic speed limits. It has also the rear blind spot. That means even though this car is super long and super big, when you go in reverse, if you don't see, if you come out from small streets and you don't see left and right, the car can see that for you and it will warn you to not go in reverse. So this is also very useful. So in terms of safety features, it has the newest one on the market. Anyway, let's start the review and then we will make the conclusion in the end, guys. This is the key, a very interesting key, quite light and interesting design, I should say. Isuzu on the back, and on the front we have just 2 buttons right here. What you can do with those buttons is just lock the car and unlock the car, very simple like that. But you don't have to always press the buttons, because you have another button here on the handles where you can lock the car and also unlock it by pressing this button. In general, this is what you can do with a key. Now I want to turn on the lights and we will talk a little bit about the exterior. This is the facelift 2023 version, and actually they make some small changes to the car. In general, it's kind of the same design. It looks relatively, I think 95% the same, but when it comes to changes that you can see, the difference, it's much bigger, because I heard that they improve a lot of stuff under the car, the rigidity of the car, a lot of materials was changed, and even the engine, if I'm not wrong, even though it's the same engine, 1.9 liter, they also add the AdBlue and they make some improvement to the engine as well. So they always try to improve the stuff. And what is the most important, and I notice on many cars manufacturers, is the fact that, for example, even if you don't see too many changes on the exterior when they make those facelift, the changes that are really matter, there are inside somewhere that you barely see them. So on this Isuzu D-Max is the same thing here. I mean, the same thing apply. The facelift changes on the exterior and interior are minimal, but the changes that really matter on the engine, on the body, of the structure of the vehicle are much higher. So this is the case also here. But in general, I should say the design is very nice. At least the back of the car is nice. It's futuristic. It has that nice aggressive look on it. And also the front of the car, it's a little bit more aerodynamic. I don't think they need to change the design too much. In general, the car looks really good. And on this top spec version, it's great that they come also with LED lights in the front and the newest technology, and we will talk about that in a second. But first of all, let me go in close detail. Some changes that you barely see are up here on the windshield, where we have some cameras that can read the traffic speed limit, lane assist. It works with all that autopilot and all that safety features that the car come right now standard with them. And this is really, really good. Also the radio antenna on the roof, we have the roof rails right here. We have also this bar that it's optional, so you have to pay extra for it. And also this Tesser 404 off-road accessory, this is also an optional. So actually if you don't pay extra, you will get it without this protection here, that it's super, super safe. Another thing that I want to point out is that here where we have the reverse camera and this handle, right now it's open, but usually you will have to lock it and unlock it with the key. So it's great that you can lock this part here. This is very safe, and not all the cars, actually not all the cars in this version and in this style pickup trucks have this option. So this is also very, very useful. But before we go forward to the pickup part, let me finish with the side of the car. So for example, here we have big windows, great visibility, you will see on the second. Also, I like very much this blue color. I think it fits really nice with the car, and also the combination with this gray metallic. You can see it's kind of a metallic gray dark color on the handles. Also the handles feel good, the quality of the doors, it's nice, they sound really nice, and I like that, really. Now the mirrors, again, they are huge mirrors. You have blind spot technology right here. It comes with great safety features. This is also awesome. Then we have LED lights on the turning signals here on the mirror cap, and also the mirror cap, the same gray nice that you find it on the handles, and also the same gray glossy nice. It's also here on those wheel arch that protect the paint of the car in case you scratch it, and this is super useful when you go off-road. And also they try to make it much more nicer, appealing, I should say. And also, of course, you have those protections here. You have also this step down here that is super useful, and also with some gray around here, even in the back, the same story, super useful stuff. And they fit really nice with the color of the car. This bluish color look really nice. Now let me go a little bit forward. If I go in the front here, we have LED lights on this top end version, and this is also good. And if I'm not wrong, they are matrix LED lights. If you look closer there, you can see the little mirrors, and this is cool. Down here we don't have LED on the turning signals. We have just normal halogen light, and then we have on the fog lamp LED light again. Also quite interesting. Here they make a few changes on the front grille. I don't know if you can manage to see them, but in general look quite simple. Then here again some gray, the same gray part that we have it on the handles, some glossy. I like that Isuzu writing in the middle, some air intakes here, quite nice. If we go to the wheels, you can see right here that we have 18-inch wheels, and I like those rims so much. Those matte rims look quite nice. A lot of gummy, that means great comfort off-road and also over the bumps. Then we have ventilated brake discs on the front. I like this Isuzu, the way they write it. The rims are really nice. They fit super cool on the car. And then on the back we have drum brakes. And also, as I said, this part in the back, it's made special because here you can get up to 1,000 kilograms. They make special suspension. The drum brakes are special for those kind of conditions. So they know what they do because they make cars for years. And not only normal cars, they make huge cars like trucks and buses and all kind of utility and hard-working vehicles. Now on the back, even though we have a very nice, beautiful design on the tail lights, the problem is that we have just normal halogen light turning signals, and also the reverse light, and also the tail lights. It's kind of a halogen light, but in the nighttime they look quite nice. And even the fog lamp, you can see the fog lamp here on the left side, on the down part. It's a normal bulb light. Sorry about the wind, guys, if you don't hear me so well. It's because it's crazy wind here, even though you can see it because there's no trees. It's really powerful, the wind. Then we have these steps here, very useful if you want to go up in the pickup. Then we have parking sensors on the rear, 4 parking sensors, and I like this design here. Look how nice they designed this area. It's quite cool. It's not that simple. They make it really interesting. So the design is not bad, and also optional on this car come this hook. So you have to pay extra if you want to have the hook. This is also another thing that it's optional to the car. Here is the tank. Let me open the tank, but first of all I want to stop the engine, stop the lights. And the tank, you open it from here, and then I will show you also the front and the engine, and then we will go in the back. So here is the tank, and you can see the AdBlue, it's added here also on this area of the tank. Part here can come optional with some hydraulic part here automatically, but I wouldn't recommend you for long trip. If you go in dust, it will get broke faster, so I really recommend you those because they are much more stronger. And also this one come with some extra accessory, this protection here. So you can see this one, it's kind of a plastic protection, but usually it comes normal like that with metal on the down part. So it's really big. As I tell you, it's more than big from my point of view when it comes to pickup trucks, and it's pretty useful. I will add also the sizes on the description of the video, so if you want to know how wide and how long it is, you will find all the information in the descriptions of the video. This is it, and then if you want to close it, you just close it like that. Fuck. Simple as that. Now I want to show you the engine bay. Here I will probably need my both hands in order to open that, so wait a second. The first thing, and very important, is that it is in the middle, so you can open it very simple. So wait a second. All right, I just did it. Because this is not an automatic lift gate, it doesn't have hydraulic stuff, I need my both hands in order to open it. And here is the engine, 1.9 liter diesel engine, 4 cylinders in line, 164 horsepower. It's a great engine that they make some improvement over the years, and it's a very reliable engine. So as you probably know, Isuzu make cars for years and make those engines for many time. So no wonder why Mazda want this engine and will collaborate together with Isuzu to get part of the engine and also part of the technology. So anyway, this is it. Let's go inside the car. All right guys, so now before we go inside, I want to talk a little bit about the doors, and then we will talk about the interior, because I think in the last years those pickup trucks start to shine on some parts. And one of these parts is that you can see these days at material quality. If you look at the seats, how comfortable, how nice they are designed, and also the dashboard, the technology that comes on the pickup truck transform these trucks not only in a very useful utility vehicle, but also transform the cars in a very good daily uses, comfortable with a lot of technology on. Starting with the doors in the back, we have a huge entrance, very big entrance right here in the back. Also on the upper side we have this window that it's huge, and you have such a good visibility on it. On the upper side we have some plastic here, but from here start to see the leather. You can see the stitches, some glossy plastic. The handles feel good quality, and also you can see the windows button. It looks really nice and it's good quality. Some storage space here, plenty of storage space. This is the speaker, a big speaker. And also again, I like the fact that here it's very flat at the entrance, so you can go inside the car super easy. Big entrance, a lot of space here for the passengers in the back. You can see the seats. I was super impressed. One of my favorite part on this car are those seats. Incredible nice. They are kind of a leather seats, but the great part is that they feel so soft. If you know that feeling on a Tesla car seats, they feel really similar. Only in this area it's a little bit more stronger and much better quality leather. But overall, look at this. It looks a little bit like Volvo seats, to be honest. They look super nice. You have side support in the back, super high quality. I love the way they look. Here in the middle, armrest, 2 cup holders, very useful. Behind the front seats you have leather everywhere, some storage space. You have a hook here behind the seats, and you have plenty of storage space on the legroom, even though the transmission tunnel is very small. If you want to go inside the car, you can go very easy. You have also this handle here, so you can go very easy inside the car. Here in the middle, some storage space. We have also here USB 2 port. We have the vents here in the back that looks like a BMW, you know, those old BMWs from 92, 93, 95. Really nice. On the down part, some straight plastic, but I love the fact that you have the vents. And I know those cars, there are some cars these days that they didn't even have those vents here in the back, and they are commercial car. Usually they should have that. On the roof here we have some handle hooks. We have speakers, 2 small speakers. You have also this light here, normal bulb light, so don't expect to have something LED. This is just normal bulb light, yellow everywhere. It's kind of normal. In terms of position here in the back, let me close the door. This is my driving position. I set the seat in my driving position so you can make an idea. And you can see behind myself I have more than enough space on my knees. I can actually stretch a little bit the legs under the front seat, and also here on my head I have like 5-6 finger over my head. Visibility outside, it's more than perfect, I have to say, because the windows are quite straight. You have a lovely visibility, so nothing to say about that. If I go in the middle, I can go relatively easy. The space over my head, it's also like 5 fingers, more than enough. I can stretch my hand completely, and also in this area completely, so very good. And also the quality here is not bad at all. A little bit stiffer on my back and down, a little bit stiffer than on the side, but overall I can sit here for medium short trips without any problem. And I think you can have 3 person here in the back, no problem. If you go to work or someplace, you can get 3 person here without any problem. Plenty of space. Now guys, we will go in the front and we will talk about the front part. In general, it looks really nice. For an utility vehicle, the dashboard looks super cool. From my point of view, very nice, very modern, very futuristic, nothing to say about that. So yeah, anyway, let's go in the front to talk about those things there. At this time we have kind of the same material and the same design as in the back. We have this big window, big mirrors, gorgeous visibility. From this point of view, you have a very good visibility. On the upper side, the same plastic on the upper side here. Then we have glossy plastic. The handles feel good. Leather here in this area, leather here. Look at the buttons, how nice they look, and also they feel nice. Also lock and unlock button. You have electric folding mirrors, so from here you can fold the mirrors electrically, and from here you can adjust the mirrors electrically. This is also great. And also lock the windows. You have some storage space in the door bends. I wish it was bigger, but it's okay. And then you have another speaker here. Electric adjustable seats for the driver. This is awesome. They are completely adjustable electrically for the driver, so this is cool. And also they work really fine. Again, here big entrance, and also you have of course the handle here, so you can go inside the car easy. You have the pedals, normal pedals, the button for the front, for the tank. Here you have some storage space, traction control on and off, start stop engine on and off. Also this is the brightness of the cockpit. Here we have some vents, guys. Also the vents feel relatively good. And also here, if I'm not wrong, you have a cup holder. And not only here, you have it also on the other side, on the passenger side. Then you go up here, you start this glossy plastic, glossy soft material everywhere on the dash, on the upper part. This is also again very cool. And I want to show you the seats, because the seats are one of my favorite part. The seats are super comfortable. They look lovely. They look like Volvo a little bit in this area. So you have even the shoulders support, and I like them. I love this design. I like the fact that you have side support. Lovely quality. And also not only that they look good, but also they are very good quality. Now let me go inside, hold this like that, and then I'm inside. Visibility around the windows, I don't even need to tell you. Look at the visibility, it's fabulous. Really good visibility. Even in the mirror, look at the mirror, look at the visibility in the back there, it's just splendid. And then you can check this out. super good visibility. You can check out one more time the seats in the back. Here in the middle you have an armrest, and also it's not adjustable, it's fixed there, so it's also in leather. But here you have huge storage space to put your stuff. We have manual handbrake, 2 cup holders here, some glossy plastic in the middle with some gray, and then we have here the downhill assist. We have the lock rear wheel drive once you are in 4 low, and then we have also heated seats for you and the passenger, and all the parking sensors. And then we have the stalk to put it in gears, and I'll show you also. Let me start it. Here's the start stop engine button. Once you start it, if you go in reverse, you will see that the car comes with a reverse camera. But the brightness, I have to work a little bit on the brightness. Let me try it again, because usually you have to go and adjust the brightness in the settings. So here are the settings of the car, by the way. But we will talk later about multimedia. Wait a second, image adjustment, and it's maximum, and here is the contrast. But if you go to the camera, I think the camera has his own, you see, his own brightness. So you go to the camera and put it to phone mirroring, and on the phone mirroring the same story, because it's not bright enough, you know. Let me make it a little bit bright. Now it's good. So now if you go in reverse, let me show you, you can see it's much more brighter, and the camera, it's quite clear, it's quite big, and I like the fact that you have those lanes that shows you exactly where you are, and also you can see the hook there in the camera. So it's great that you have the camera. So it's very simple. You have a button here, just put it in gears like that. Some storage space in the front for your phone. You can see my 14 Pro is there, and it has enough space. A little bit higher, you have a 12-volt port. You have here an USB 2 port with auxiliary, and here we have the magic wheel where you can put the car in, for example, 2-wheel drive when you drive most of the time on the streets. Then you have the 2 high, and then we have the push it and then go to 4L when you are in mud or very worse conditions. So it's very simple, and also they help you out with some information. If you go up here and you can read for what are all those driving modes, so you can see they actually recommend you to go only on very worse condition on 4L and at low speed. But if you go in 4H, like high range, you can use it for gravel, sand, and other low traction surfaces. I don't know if you can see it. Right now you can see it, yeah, just like that. So anyway, cool. Then we have the climatic system, of course, a little bit higher right here. Very useful. It's made with physical button here. It's crazy easy to adjust every single buttons and directions and the temperature from here and all kind of information. It's super simple, dual. It's a synchronized for both because it's dual climatic system, and in general very easy to reach out all those buttons. A little bit higher we have those vents on the side, and also of course we have the multimedia system that we will talk later. In the middle we have the hazard light button, and we have another storage space up there. Gorgeous space, I should say, very useful space. And then if that space is not enough, here it's soft everywhere, by the way, we have another space here with a DVD player that comes on those premium versions, and some storage space. And we have another storage space down here, so on the glove box. Super cool. I love that. And let's don't forget this cup holder on the side up there. Super nice, a lot of storage space. I like those stuff. The steering wheel can be adjusted up, down, left, right, up, down, forward, backward, manually. The quality is good. Also the quality on the grip is very good. We have leather, we have these white stitches. Then we have Isuzu, some nice design. Yeah, it's very nice. And also the visibility from the driver point of view, it's quite good on the cockpit and on the multimedia system. We have physical button to control the volume and for example the trucks. From the radio you can change the radio stations and stuff like that, voice command, telephone. And on the right side we have adaptive cruise control and all that safety features that you can use and set the car from here, and I will show you in the test drive video. And down here we have the controllers for this digital cockpit in the middle. On the side we have analogical stuff like the speed, and then on the left side the RPM, and in the middle we have the stuff with the consumption, and it's a digital screen where you can see all the information. You can change it like that, so you can see information about the consumption, you can see information also here how you drive, and then you have the range, and then you have the adaptive cruise control and autopilot functions, and then here it shows you the two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, depend how the car is locked, the rear-wheel drive, and yeah, you can see them here. And then you have the settings, and again, let me go in the settings. If you go deep in the settings, you have the maintenance, the meter settings, the body electrical settings, the driver support settings. Those are important because if you go here, you will find all the safety settings like traffic sign recognition, automatic high beam, speed limiter, automatic emergency brake, lane support, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. This is super useful for this pickup truck that it's so long and you cannot see in the back when you go in reverse. Parking aids and a lot of settings, you can also change them from the cockpit. Actually, the most important settings you can change it from the cockpit, because on the multimedia system you can't change too many stuff, and I want to show you that. But yeah, before we go to multimedia, I want to show you up here. You have some lights, of course, the same lights. You have SOS button, and then you have a glasses support, very useful. And then you have the mirror here, and then here you have also the sun protector, sunshade, and then you have some LED lights with the mirror, very, very cool, and also a handle up here. Now let me go forward. Let me put the climatic system a little bit lower. Going forward, this is the screen. It's positioned nice, it's big, and this is good because it's great. The good news is that you can connect it to a cable. You can put the cable here, and you have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This is fabulous. This is the only good thing about it. The worst thing is the fact that it's very basically simple. You can listen to music on the radio, you can go to Bluetooth audio and stuff like that, and other than that you have to mirror your phone because you barely have information here. The most basic information are the settings of the car, like the language, the clock, the units. You have the device, you have mirroring, you have keyboard, you have audio settings here with the bass and stuff like that. It's basically quite simple. And then the display that you see it before, and then you have the Bluetooth to pair it and compare. You have the Wi-Fi, and then you have the camera guidelines, lines and stuff like that. But in general, it's quite basic, so you can't expect too much from it. It's nothing complicated here. So I think here it's a lot of place to improve in the future. But actually, if you use your phone, Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, it's just perfect like this. You don't need something else. You just wire, because you have to use a cable, wire it, and then it will work. I will show you also. I will make a separate video about that. So let me turn off the lights. In general, I think this is the car, guys. I hope I cover everything. Let me close the engine. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you still have questions, ask me down below, whatever questions you have. If you want to see the car, if you are in Europe, around Romania, in South Europe, down here in Romania, check out Meet Motors. I will leave the link in the description. Meet Motors International, a link will be in the description. You can call them, ask them whatever question you have. They are super, super nice, and also they have great prices. So yeah, check them out, guys. Anyway, that was the video. My rating for this Isuzu D-Max from 1 to 10 will be 9.9 because of the price. It's really good, and they kind of beat the competitors. They come with a very good engine, it's very reliable, and it's very well-known company that makes cars for years, and they sell in all over the world. So they are well-established company with a lot of years behind. So yeah, I totally recommend them. So guys, that was the video. If you have questions, ask me down below, wherever you want to ask. Also, thank you very much for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the video was useful. Again, thank you, stay safe, and if you want to see the test drive with the same car, I wait you on the channel. If the video is not already there, will come next day. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.